Hey guys, CNC Metalworks, I'm RJ. In this video, we're gonna get to wrapping up some little bitty, well, lots of little things on the Bronco project. A lot of custom work. We've shortened up the bumpers, kind of button those up, a little flush out. Got a little work left to do on sewing up the custom roll cage, door handles. Got a pretty good idea going with our wheel tubs. Front bumper shortened. And we're gonna get to the best part. And the best part is wire and fire. Those simple brackets that we'll use so we don't have any holes in the bumper. We'll weld these, put them together, and the bumper will still unbolt. Welded bumper, welded the frame. Bumper unbolts. Simple. Custom wheel tubs. We decided to do something a little different up front here, but it's still kind of the same. If you notice, we're using rear wheel tubs, and you can order these. So I just feel like it gives it a little more line and design. But we've modified ours for the towers, the front end, the frame, clearances on the motor. We're going to basically run these in here to the firewall. Fill this next over here, and we'll have a wheel tub. Decided just to make some door handles for the Bronco project. What we did is pre-shape some metal, the shape of the Bronco, and that way we can take these door handles. You can see how thick that is. It's just aluminum. My brother gave me some copy machine rollers. That's what these are made out of, and we want something that's really smooth, kind of have this action like the Teslas do now, and then this whole piece will be welded into the door, and all the apparatus will be applied to this panel. That way we can just put this whole thing together on the bench, apply it to the door, and move on. So we'll get that done. One of my favorite things is when customers share ideas. And this lady that owns this Bronco, she's really something. Love working with her. And she came up with a little something for her custom made dash that we did. As y'all can see, got that Bronco look. She thought it needed one more little piece of bling. How cool is that? Today's her birthday. Happy birthday. stock accelerator for the Bronco. Little pedal action. We're going to change how the bottom pedal works, but in that high speed, what we were doing here is making a simple little bracket setup that we can take apart. This way, you know, for carpet, we got a nice little cover plate going here for everything to look at, and getting rid of all the old archaic hard rod little connection kind of fitting deals. We're going to go with a low-car Teleflex cable. Be a lot more positive, a lot more smoother. And the whole point of this, you might have guessed, is we're trying to keep our firewall clean. It's custom, so we want that slick, clean look. The bracket's great, works good, great position, so there's no sense in throwing it away and doing anything aftermarket. This will work fine. But with this little deal here, like I said, we can do what we need to do, and this just becomes part of the vehicle. Now we've got our AC taken care of. It's all in place, bracketed in. And one of the things that's really cool is aftermarket street rod wiper system. The wipers, these neat little heads, and things work really well. Got our emergency in, future hood cable. We've already run our placement for our electrical. Our ductwork's in, so pound for pound, it looks like we're going to be able to get this dash set in. Just used a couple quick clamps to put the tub in. We've been working on. You see now it closes in this box area back here. We've got our extra width, a little bit of hammer and planishing. Do a wipe or two, a little bit of primer. She'll paint up real nice. This little cutout area here is for that fabricated battery box that we'll have right here next to our motor. You can see how it fits in really nice. What's cool about using these rear end tubs, they tend to me, especially on a custom, they tend to look more like what came in the vehicle itself. The originals are just this hex bent thing. It was almost an afterthought. I like these wheel tubs a lot better. It just requires a little bit more work filling in the page, so to speak. But I think it's going to be a real nice presentation and keep the dirt and crud off the motor. And the neat thing about fabricating is the things you get to build. This is our dash. Came in real nice. There's going to be a package back here behind the radio box, and we got the little USB ports. That's really cool for our chargers for the phone. I'll be able to lay their phones in right in here. We got a nice little console going in on the where the shifters are and stuff, and it'll come back between the seats. I personally like this Cyclops effect for the gauges and all. Bronco, I ran them way over there on the opposite side of the driver. This is a easier visual. The whole point behind this was to, make it something like Bronco could have done. Notice we have a real clean press to clip glove box. There a little bit, running AC scuppers. These things are really nice. Made a little trim ring for the gauges. Low car shifter. We're going to adapt a low car knob for the four-wheel drive shifter, kind of unite that. We painted the column and polished all the parts and pieces. Once we started making some of these, the rest of the polish looked good. This collar we made for the steering column. Over here, we got a couple of buttons that we matched out to the ones that are on the steering column. All that's polished. I like the wheel they picked out. The owners picked this out. It kind of gives it that old school Bronco vibe. There's a neat little Bronco centerpiece we'll put in when we finish this up. But overall, the effect and the color, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a fun piece to see finished up. But the best part is why we did all this and what we are getting ready for. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap this video up on the old Bronco custom sheet metal work. It's amazing. One of the things I love about doing custom work, and anybody can learn to do this stuff or try small little bits if you've never done it. But it's really interesting that you can take an idea, draw it up on paper if you want, but just start bending up metal. We've got little defrosters here for a windshield we've custom made. This custom bent all one-piece sheet metal covering our new assembly for our wipers that'll be down here. We've got the one-piece windshield. We got rid of all that overhead stuff. Really cleans it up, makes it nice. But we want something that looked like if Bronco made it. And I really hope we have accomplished that. Maybe even a little better. Beautiful color. All the modern amenities, full controls. And one of my favorite things about working with people is the customers, husband and wife, great people. They came up with this design. We laid the components out and I drew up a simple sketch, but they decided where they wanted all their controls, ignition, lights, wipers, AC scuppers, steering column, the gauges, radio, phone jacks, phone access, storage, some really cool ideas, all of them. Kudos. And then the challenge was making it happen. So scratch piece of paper, drawn up their ideas. We go to metal, did some brakes, did some end pieces, all TIG shaped out on the hammers, and all the way to little body and paint, full assembly. But mostly what I'm excited for is while we're over here at this shop. This is my brother's shop. Levi, link him below, the Metalist. He is a wiring, electrical guru, and among other things. Y'all check out his work. He does some incredible stuff. It's just fun to see. But he does all of our wiring for us. And especially, we run so many tricks and so many variances and differences on these cars. What I really like about coming over here is it's real close to the shop, and I can work with him. He's my bro, and he's very meticulous and really good at what he does. But it's over here to wire and fire. That's why the dash is so complete looking. And the motor, drivetrain, everything's in place. We've got power windows. We've got all kind of accessory things. We've even got dropout running boards for this thing. It's really going to be neat. But he wires it from front to back, lays it all out, hooks it all up, tests everything, gets her going. So I'm actually really excited about getting it back from him because we get to go on a little test drive, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching us. And remember, help someone out today. Just makes things a little better. Thanks again.